Oh hey guys, so welcome back, and just caught me. I'm about to feed my tank. I put my gyro into feed mode, and because you can see they know this bottle. They know when I come walking in with this bottle, it's happy joy for them. I do kind of give a little bit to my Nyam. He's gonna get you a little squirt there, and then I kind of give the fish the rest. As you can see, there they go. They're going at it. So they seem to be getting along pretty well. Not a lot's gone on since the last time I shot a video. I've got some blue hornets over here. I've got an accordia mushroom over there. And of course I've got quite a few volunteer acros. I call them Mission Impossible because they're impossible to grow. I've not hit that plateau yet. Here, let me put this cap on here. I think it probably deserve a little bit. Look, they're on camera. Let's give them a little bit of something to do. Here we go. There you go. Now they got a lot to eat. And they're cleaning their plate just like their mama taught them. Well, yeah, I've been needing some more nitrates, and this was my solution. But anyway, actually my nitrates are at 5, and alkalinity is at 10, calcium 450, and magnesium 1400 because I measure it every day. But I've not yet hit that sweet spot where I can get things to grow. So one thing I did do was I changed how I do my water change. I add bacteria now because there's a link that we'll put down on the bottom there that if you add bacteria like Stability or whatever you want to use, just a bacteria supplement, after you do a water change, then it'll outcompete the algae. And as you can see, I don't have any algae, so that'll help. My snails are taking off. There's Mama and Papa over there is what I call them. There's hundreds of them. They're just going everywhere. So I usually give some of those away. You know, the tank is mature. It's still a challenge with Acropora, only because, and I'm thinking, you know, I doubt it because it's JBJ. It is kind of a tall tank. The lighting, I got 2 Hydra 26s from the last video. You probably know that. And I do have a good pattern that I'm using. I just have them on right now for your convenience to see the tank. And as you can see, my Nyam, well, now he's kind of eating right now, but he's getting pretty big. And he's doing very well too. My Torch, as you can see, he's good. And my Hammer down there, he was 1 head. Now he looks like he's 2 heads. And the last time you were here, there was like probably 30 or 40% of this rock showing, and now the Zoers have completely taken over and they're climbing on to the next rock. So some good progress on LPS side. Now we need Acropora to take off, and I'm hopeful because like they say, you know, the key to it is stability, and I pretty much check stats every week, and then I check the top 3, which are of course alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium every day, at least until I can get at least a good, you know, 2-3 months of consistent measurement on my chemicals here. So my next venture is I'm actually considering, and I'm probably going to do it this summer, is to upgrade to a 140. I'll redo my office in here, and I'll put a 140 against this wall, and I'm still going to keep some things from this tank, but I will put the rest of it for sale fairly cheap. I mean, like maybe a fraction of the cost, just to kind of move it, and so that way I can go ahead and get a bigger tank. I've always had an all-in-one, and I really like to have a refugium, or I say that a sump with a refugium, and that's, you know, and of course it would be more forgiving. If I'm able to keep everything stable with this tank, then I'm hoping that with a bigger tank it'll be stable enough so that the Acro goes. And of course my light considerations, on the 100 it's going to be 48 inches long, and so I'm considering 3 or 4 Hydras. The only reason, unless I do a canopy, which I really don't like canopies that much, unless I do some sort of hybrid T5, I really don't want to hang anything from the ceiling, so I'm kind of stuck there. I think, I mean, I don't know, you can tell me in your comments. I mean, I do see good growth with T5s, but a lot of people don't think that LEDs can do it. But if you go to Worldwide Coral, I mean, they use nothing but radions and on everything, and they get great growth. And I don't see why you can't get the same growth with AIs. You know, they actually have a good symmetry as well. So, you know, I'm sure there's some guys out there getting great growth with AIs. And, you know, of course, I'm sure I've seen them too and just didn't pay attention to the light. But anyway, just to cut this a little bit short, if there's anything, I did present my whole tank the last time. If there's anything you want me to kind of discuss, or if you have some suggestions on what I can do to improve my road to acropore, you know, growth, then I could definitely use some advice. I am dosing AcroPower 1 milliliter every day is what I do, because it calls for 5 milliliters a week, and so that's what I'm doing right now. Other than that, I'm using Brightwell, you know, 2-part, and Brightwell Magnesium. If there are any other things that you think that I should be doing or not doing to help my acropore, you know, grow better, please give me some comments. I would appreciate that. I appreciate y'all coming by and seeing the video, and if you want anything specific, go ahead and put some comments in there. And as I think about what I'm going to do in my next tank, I may just kind of do a video on what the plan is, and then just kind of take y'all for the ride along, you know, how I'm going to transition from tank to tank, and how I'm going to do my rockscape, and we'll go through all that stuff on the next video. Thanks. Bye.